Hello, Oily community. It's Glenn Allen here, and everybody has been talking about this new myYL.com website. And as some of you know, I've been working on designing some websites that work better than the Marketing Sense ones, the ones that work better than the what's the other one? The YL Dist or whatever that one is. So I wanted to see what this one's all about, and so I immediately got a subscription, and I wanted to look under the hood because it's supposed to be customizable, and at first glance, it is very excellent, especially if you're just starting out in your business. I would highly recommend it. If you've been at this for a while, maybe you're an executive or silver or above, I would probably consider looking elsewhere until they start to add more features, which I don't know if they're going to. But let's take a look at what's under the hood. So I'm going to switch screens for a second here. Let's make sure this works. Okay, there we go. So I've already set mine up, but I want to show you what the setup process is like. It's pretty simple. They're going to give you a very basic setup. It's customizable, but it's not that flexible. You've got your choice of 4 themes right now, and I'm sure they'll change them out over time. One based on Seed to Seal, Promise to Families, looks kind of wintry. Maybe it's not. One with the lavender fields, another Seed to Seal one, and then I chose Healthy Lifestyle. Moving on to the next step. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and inserted my photo. That was pretty easy to do. You can actually go in, choose a picture, and open. And you can see you can shrink it down, move it around, and crop that sucker. So that's pretty awesome. I like that. I'm going to cancel it because I like the way I already set mine. They set you up with your name. I had to change mine because my real last name is not Allen. That's my middle name, but shh, don't tell anybody. So I switched that to Glenn Allen. And then there's some other selections you get to choose. Let customers contact me. You're probably going to want that selected as yes. I think by default it's set to no. And then how they can contact you is set below. So you can display your email address, which you can then input. The default will be the one you use to set up your, I believe, your Young Living business account. Display your phone number. I chose no for that. I don't want that on there. And then if you've got a blog through your Young Living, regular Young Living business website, you could connect that blog. Or in my case, I wanted to use my own personal website's blog, so I put that in there. And then you can put in your Google Plus handle if you've got one, your Instagram handle, Twitter. It's a waste of time, seriously. Unless you're somebody like, say, Rachel, and you've got a business where it makes sense to use something like that. Or if you're doing events, Twitter's great for events. Otherwise, you tweet, they go out there, and they just die 50 minutes later. Twitter is really only great for celebrities, people who are doing events, people who are doing news. It's not the best network marketing tool, so I wouldn't waste a lot of time on that. Pinterest, I'm not going to talk about that. I do use Pinterest, but I use it for creating brand boards and collecting ideas from other websites that I like when I'm trying to work with a client to say, these different color schemes and things like that, these different fonts, this all kind of makes up, I think, what would be a good look for what you're doing. So, the only thing I've not been able to get to work is the Facebook handle. I do not know why. I've tried getting rid of the facebook.com and just putting in my regular page name, which I do have a custom URL for my page. But when I go to it, let me show you my website. I have the Facebook link right here. And because I put an email me here, that's one of the contact options. If you put your phone number in, it would be over here too. Because my Facebook one here is here, I should be able to go to my Facebook page, but it adds an extra one of these for some reason. So there's some functionality mishaps going on here, and I don't know why. Let me try and update. So I'm going to go next step. On to step 3. Enable events. So if you previously had a Young Living calendar through the old Young Living website, that's going to go away. You're going to lose all your events. So you're going to have to basically jot down everything you want to move over and put it into this new event calendar. The new event calendar is pretty easy to set up. You don't do that in this step though. And then review your site. So you can see kind of what it looks like. And then when you hit next step, that actually makes it go live and you can view it or you can edit it. One thing I don't care for, it uses my original sign up username that I don't really want to use as my backend URL. And I was informed that you should be able to change that, and yet I've yet to find the setting where that is located, and I've looked and looked. I've spent a few hours on this thing already. So here's what my website looks like. I was really hoping I could change this And I really wanted to change this to like a quick story because they're promoting this as a way that you can really tell your story and have more of your own personality. I've not seen a place where you can change that out yet. There's view products. There are 5 product pages that are not editable. There's nothing you can do about them. They might change them out over time, but you can't do any customization to these 5 product pages. They're just standard. Then this part right here is your next section. You cannot edit that. This is on a carousel that sends you over to the Central Rewards information. I'm going to go back. Sorry, that wasn't the carousel. The carousels are below in my products. Now, by default, they set you out with all these products, so your page ends up kind of looking like a store. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is nice in that you can put your favorite products on here. There's a carousel to select through the different products you like. And there's different categories, popular essential oil blends and such. And you can see what's in your cart, view all products. This is one of the best features. They're going to be making the Become a Member Today much more prominent. So this is a great lead capture website. If you are a new member business builder, you can use this to send people to. They've streamlined the sign-up process from what they say in the FAQ that I've read. Your events are down here, and your contact me. So this is how people can contact you and get leads. This is pretty nice. Stay in touch. So I'm going to select enroll today and see what happens. Now I'm already enrolled, so this might not work right. Yeah, it wants me to log out of my current. So let's not do that. I was hoping to show everybody what that looked like, but that's not going to work out. Let's see what the email me looks like. Brings up the default email client. See, now that is not very helpful because most of us don't set up a default email client to just pop up unless we're using Outlook automatically in our computer, which I'll be setting that up later, but I haven't set that up yet. So it automatically goes to this iMac email thing that's not set. It won't just send you to your Gmail, your Hotmail, or whatever else you use. Now I gotta go back. Okay, so let's go back to edit website. I want to show you where you can change the products that are featured on here. Add remove products. Right here it says expand all categories, and now you can see at a glance what's been added to my front page. And oddly enough, I did this before I did the video. I deselected everything just because they had so many on there. There's something between, you have between 25 and 125 different products right on your front page. And I thought, well, what if I take them all out? For some reason, it still sticks them all on there. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Review my products, save updates. Let's see if maybe that's what the problem was. I didn't hit the changes. Now if I go back to my web page and refresh it, let's see what happens. No, they're still there. Maybe it takes a moment to work. I don't know. Let's take a look at view products. So that just brings us down. Okay, that's what that does. And it's showing products that are out of stock. I'm not a big fan of that. So you can't click on the picture, but you can add them to the cart right away and learn more. So that's kind of cool. So really what this is it's kind of like a your face on their website. This isn't really like you have your own website. The benefit of it is really that it's updated. It looks better. The become a member buttons are more prominent. They showed a preview of a bigger screen capture of your name and your picture, and I haven't seen that in here yet. I'm wondering where that is going to come into play. There's really, I mean, you've pretty much seen everything that's in the back end system. There's not a whole lot more to it. There's not a whole lot of more customization to it. I can choose different themes, and that's about it. So sign up flow is streamlined. Member buttons are more prominent. You can edit the URL username, yet some reason I haven't been able to do that, but according to the instructions you can. It says you can add your own story, and I think that's through linking your blog more than anything. And you can add all your own social links. One thing I don't care for, though, when you really want to tell people to join a certain page, you've only got one choice. Some of us have a public page, some of us have for prospecting, some of us have a private group page. You are best off putting your public page on there, but you can't really say the name of that page or have a nice little icon for it. A lot of you have really nice, nice logos for your pages. Like a good example would be the Lavender and Grace one, the Other Community one. They've got really cool logos. It'd be nice to have that instead of just a small little F for Facebook button, because frankly, we're all kind of so accustomed to seeing those buttons that we can tend to tune those out. And actually, the thing is, it's a little bit ambiguous. Sometimes you don't know what those are for. On some pages, it means share to Facebook. So you're just trying to share something. It doesn't mean that you're going to somebody's Facebook page. All right. Before I close, let's see if there's any other things that I missed. For some reason, I'm having trouble getting back to my editing page. Oh, admin portal right here. Okay. So we've got manage calendar settings. I'll show you this. So we can edit and add an event. So this is pretty easy. Add an event. Event title is go to bed. Location, my house. Description, time for bed from June 15th at going to bed at 10 p.m. tonight, hopefully. And waking up at 5 in the morning, because that's how I do. And it's not a public event. I am sleeping alone. So, add an event. Here we go. And then please click the save button, save updates button. So we got to go here after the fact. It doesn't just save it. Now it does. All right. Let's take a look at another theme. So that was healthy lifestyle. Let's check out Seed to Seal. Save updates. And now we can go back to view website. So now my header banner, or my header background picture has changed. This has changed. And this little bit of copy has changed. Beyond that, the rest of the website is pretty much the same. I've got a pink color here now. They've changed the color theme. That's about it. That's about all that's really changed. So there you have it. Really pleasant looking website, very simple, great for mobile, great for signups. Not super customizable if you want to build, say, a landing page. If you want to have something where a lot of you have marketing sense and you're tired of inputting everybody's emails in and you just want a simple way of doing that, I've discovered a way that can be done through a third-party landing page. It's a functionality where you can kind of hack marketing sense. Say you've got a vendor event or something like that. You just bring up your laptop or your iPad and you say, here, if you want this free, if some of you do like giveaways or recipes or whatever it is you're giving away as your incentive at a vendor fair, you just turn it around, hand it to them, say, could you just put in your email address, first and last name? And then what it does is it will take that, it integrates to your marketing sense, and then feeds it into whatever email campaign you want to use, like the lead generation one, anything like that. And so that is a huge time saver for a lot of you. I know that was the number one complaint I heard from a lot of distributors when I was surveying and asking, if it's one thing you could stop doing in your Young Living business, what would it be? I remember when we had Marketing Sense, definitely did not like that. There's a lot of time wasted in that. I currently have Marketing Sense, and I'm working on finding a few more hacks like this. I know you can redirect to your own website, so you can still send the emails so you can keep people informed. But you can do a redirect so it goes to another website. So say you wanted to use this website along with your website, your Marketing Sense account, there's a functionality that you can do in Marketing Sense to do that. And it's relatively simple. Relatively. You get a little bit of tech work. Let's talk about just a couple more things about this website. So there's no discrete landing pages. So that functionality is not integrated the way it is in Marketing Sense or Market MSO, which I highly recommend. Not super customizable. Can't change color, can't change fonts, can't change marketing messages, and the product thing seems a little wonky. And sure, maybe they're just working out the kinks. This is pretty new. There's no email campaign integration. So if you previously had a Young Living website through Young Living, your email may continue for a while, it says, but then they're going to they can discontinue it at their discretion. If you're a new sign up to this, like I am, you're not going to get any email functionality. My other beef with it is it kind of looks like a store, but it's not super salesy. So I like that. It's not, too salesy. Sections aren't modular. You can't choose priority of which sections they see first. You can't put a welcome video on here. You can't turn off a lot of the things that are on here. You can't do anything about the social links. So, like I said, if you are a beginner, if you are just starting out your business, if you are a star, a senior star, or even just a distributor, this is a great tool. I highly recommend you get started with this. When you're ready for something else, I've got a lot of recommendations, or you can even get custom websites that I design. So that's one of the reasons I really wanted to check this out and see, how does it stack up against what I've been working on behind the scenes over the last couple months. So I hope you find this helpful. Thanks for watching. And now I got to figure out with my new fancy software how to shut off this thing. So you might see me fiddling around with my computer for a minute. All right, let's see. End live video, there it is.